Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Our lesson today, the square root of a perfect square rational number. Let's first show the meaning of square root. The square is a number with a second power, and the square root we denote it by this symbol. For example, we search for what times what equal 4, what times what equal 9, and what times what equal a power 2 or a squared, then a times a equal a power 2, then the root of a square equal I mean a positive square root equal absolute value of a is read as the square root of a squared. For example, if we have 3 squared equal 3 times 3, 3 times 3 equal 9, then to get the square root of 9 will be 3. Another example, if we have 4 squared, 4 times 4 equal 16, then to get the square root of 16 you search for what times what equals 16, 4 times 4. We have some notes. If we have a negative root a squared equal, put the negative, put the same sign, and you get the square root of under the root will be a. For example, if we have negative square root of 81 equal negative 9, another note, the square root of a squared b squared, we can distribute the square root both of a squared and b squared to get the root of a squared times root of b squared equal absolute value of a times b. For example, if we have the square root of 49 b squared equals square root of 49 times square root of b squared equal the square root of 49 will be 7, and the square root of b squared will be b. Another note, if we have square root of a rational number a squared or b squared equal, distribute the square root of the first term and second term, the numerator and denominator equal the square root of a square over the square root of b square equal absolute value of a over b. For example, if we have the square root of 25 over 36, at the first get the square root of 25 and get the square root of 36 will be 6, then the result will be 5 over 6. We have some exercise. The number 1, if we have the square root of 2 and 1 over 4, at the first convert the mix it into a rational number as a over b, multiply 2 times 4 plus 1, we get 9 over 4. Then now we can get the square root of 9 and we get square root of 4. The square root of 9 will be 3 and the square root of 2 will be square root of 4 will be 2. Another example, if we have the square root of 0.25, make as a over b, the square root of 25 over 100. Why we put 100? Because the decimal point after 2 digits from right to left, then put 100 but if the decimal point after one digit we put the second term will be 10. Now we can get the square root of 25 will be 5, and the square root of 100 will be 5 over 10. If we have the positive or negative square root of 400, what times what equal 400? We can hide the 20 and get the square root of 4 is 2. 2 times 2 equal 4. Then put the same signs, positive or negative 20. Another example, if we have the square root of 2 power 5 times 2 power 3 over 2 power 4, at the first must be used the power rules. When we multiply the same base we add the power, and if we have the division by the same base we subtract the power. At first the numerator 2 power 5 times 2 power 3 we get 2 power 8 because 5 plus 3 equal 8, and over 2 power 4 using again the power rule. We have the same base we divide, then we can subtract the powers. 8 minus 4 will be 4. We get the 2 power 4. Now we can get the square root of 2 power 4, but how? Now what times what equal 2 power 4? 2 power 4, 2 power 2 times 2 power 2. But by another way, we can get both the 2 and get half the power. Get half the power, then will be 2 power 2. Note that if we have root 4 equal x, then x equal what? What times what equal 4? Equal 2. But if we have x squared equal 4, then x equal what? In this case, search what times what equal 4. We have two solutions. 2 times 2 equal 4, and negative 2 and times negative 2 equal 4. Then the result positive or negative 2. Why? Because 2 times 2 equal 4, and negative 2 times negative 2 equal 4. But now try by yourself to find the square root of 6 power 2 times 6 power 3 over 6 power 5, and let your answer in the comments.